Hello everybody, this is Frontal Bob and here. Welcome to race number 12 of the 2020-21 NROL Goldfish Truck Series season. This is the Racing Junk 225 at Thompson Speedway. Yes sir, we have crossed the ocean state from Massachusetts to get over here. Not a very far journey, but we're here at Thompson Speedway, the Indianapolis of the East. One of the all-time highest tier short tracks in America. And yeah, the Truck Series is going to be taking to this track for today to start off the weekend, and this should be a pretty exciting race. So with that being said, let's give you the starting grid for this race. Starting on the pole for this one is Ross Chastain, alongside second is Zachary DeLillo, third is Stuart Friesen, fourth is Isaac Nordic, fifth is Christian Ekes, sixth is Chase Dunbar, seventh is John Hartimacek, eighth is Brett Moffitt, ninth is Galen Downey, 10th is Grant Enfinger, 11th is Simon Jeski, 12th is Ben Rhodes, 13th is Matt Crafton, 14th is Spencer Boyd, 15th is Johnny Slaughter, 16th is Chandler Smith, 17th is Spencer Davis, 18th is Logan Cole, 19th is Marshall Burrow, 20th is Christian Vargas, 21st is Channing Gray, 22nd is Austin itself, 23rd is Tate Fogelman, 24th is Tyler Ancrum, 25th is Jordan Anderson, 26th is Kudu Kuveland, 27th is also, 28th is William Seaman, 29th is Paul Jackson, 30th is Rafael Lazar, 31st is Tyler Gillen, 32nd is Derek Krause, 33rd is Mitchell Collins, 34th is Adam Garcia, 35th is Cody Robaugh, 36th is Chris Wright, 37th is Sheldon Creed, 38th is Brendan Poole, 39th is Nana Decker, 40th is Zane Smith, 41st is Marcus Smith, and 42nd is Corey Roper. Nice. Okay, pretty interesting starting grid. Ross Chastain back in the Truck Series. First time in a little while. But Chastain has been absolutely atrocious in the Siemens NASA Series. However, he does have one Truck Series win, which came at the Texas Motor Speedway. Now, that race was quite a while ago, so it's been a while since Chastain's been up here, but yeah. By the way, camera angles, I do apologize if they're a little bit far away from the track. Yeah, that's just default camera angles, not much I can do about that. I mean, I can't do things about it, but alright, whatever. Here we go, racing at Thompson Speedway. A fast short track. Green flag is in the air for the Racing Junk 225 at Thompson Speedway. Ross Chastain getting a bit of a jump here on Zach DeLillo here. Doing pretty good to start this race. Isaac Nordic keeping up with Stuart Friesen on the inside as well. Here we go into turn 3 and 4, and Isaac Nordic getting to the back end of Zach DeLillo. And he's gonna try to get underneath Zachary DeLillo. Now trying to get to the get underneath of Ross Chastain. So you can fall in the back straight away though, playing it safe for now. Oh yes, one thing I forgot to mention for this race. We have the infinite tires and fuel, so drivers will not have to make pit stops during the race, and also cautions have been turned off. So if you're wrecked, then your day is pretty much over. And Zachary DeLillo now trying to get up to the underneath of Ross Chastain to try to take him on for a lead. And Zachary DeLillo now underneath Ross Chastain. And looks like he's going to have the lead going. Nope, he's not going to have the lead. No, he might. He's underneath Ross Chastain going into turn 2, or exiting turn 2. I don't know if Zachary DeLillo going to give in for now. He's still trying. Still side by side with Ross Chastain. And they're still side by side going on the front straightaway. Zachary DeLillo, actually, it's a bit of a challenge to overtake Chastain. Here is Stuart Friesen, who's now about to go 3 wide. Here is Christian Ekes going to send it into the inside corner. Yeah, Thompson Speedway, one of the few tracks where going all the way to the inside isn't the smartest thing to do here. So he's lost a couple spots. Meanwhile, Stuart Friesen now still working on getting around Isaac Nordic. Looks like he might just be able to do it here off of turn 2. And it is proving to be difficult. Stuart Friesen still trying to work around getting, you know what I mean, getting around Isaac Nordic. Yeah, Stuart Friesen, his driver, don't we talk about. Here comes Zachary DeLillo. He's going to put his bumper to Ross Chastain, trying to get around him. The battle for lead is still on. Man, Zachary DeLillo trying everything in his power to get around Ross Chastain. Looks like he might finally pass him for the lead. They're still side by side going on the front straightaway. Looks like Zachary DeLillo, however, had him. And Zachary DeLillo doing a pretty nice battle here for a lead. Couple green cars, watermelon, or green trucks, watermelon colored. As Zachary DeLillo, oh, a little bit of trouble in the back. It's a bit of a pile up back there. Looks like caution's turned off. So whatever happens, happens. And Zachary DeLillo still trying to get around Ross Chastain. The front of the field, though, quite a bit of a ways now. Due to a crash. Quite a bit of separation, however, that these drivers could catch back up, so you never know. And Zachary DeLillo looks like he's finally working around, getting around Ross Chastain, but now Stuart Friesen is trying to challenge him for the front. Stuart Friesen might try to make it 3 wide here. Oh, they slip up. The leaders slip up at the wall. And that's going to allow Stuart Friesen to take the lead as Christian Hedges spins to the inside wall. Brett Moffitt now here with Isaac Nordic along with John Hunter Nemechek. But Stuart Friesen, oh, the car is hitting the wall though. And with Stuart Friesen, driver that I don't really talk about very much, is now leading this race. Stuart Friesen for Hallmark Friesen Racing, a team that hasn't been that good this year. But they've now come to Thompson, a track that's actually not too far away from Canada. And here he is leading at Thompson. Ross Chastain, though, making his way back up through the field here. And his Nice Motorsports teammate of Tom Majeski not too far back either. But Ross Chastain now pawing his way up through the field, gets around, or trying to get around Brett Moffitt here. Yeah, oh, Tom Majeski going very low. And Tom Majeski looks like he's going to pass his own teammate 3 wide on the back straightaway. And Tom Majeski, running a sponsorless truck this week, is now trying to pass his own teammate of Ross Chastain. Looks like Tom Majeski might get up to 3rd place here. Ooh, what's going on here? Zachary DeLillo now trying to send it into the corner. And Zachary DeLillo with some pretty aggressive moves here. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. This is pretty normal for Thompson, though. With how wide this track is, you can really send it into the corner if you're good enough at doing so. So here is Tom Majeski still in a side-by-side battle with Ross Chastain. Meanwhile, Stuart Friesen trying to pull away here, and John Hunter Nemechek pretty much just chilling out in 2nd. But the battle for 3rd rages on between teammates. And Tom Majeski still trying to get the edge, and it looks like he will. Tom Majeski might have the edge here on Ross Chastain. Here comes Zachary DeLillo trying to get to his inside. Inside indeed. Some pretty good racing to start this one at Thompson. And Tom Majeski is now in the 3rd, and now the battle rages on for 4th between Ross Chastain and now Brett Moffitt. I mean, Jack Dillon and Brett Moffitt, they have similar looking trucks. Chastain, he's just hanging there. Chastain might be able to use the experience he's learned today into tomorrow's Siemens Nash Series race. Maybe, possibly. Brett Moffitt, though, putting up a pretty decent fight here. Yeah, Brett Moffitt still trying to get around these guys. Ooh, Tom Majeski, however, now gets around Zachary DeLillo. And Tom Majeski now trying to work on John Nemechek for 2nd. He actually didn't look too bad just last week at Seekonk Speedway. Looks like he's trying to keep the momentum going into Thompson, which isn't even that far away from Seekonk. And Tom Majeski now trying to get around John Hunter Nemechek. He's hanging there. I will say it's been quite the northeastern swing for the Truck Series. Ooh, what's this? Driver's going low. And oh, lots of stuff. Chaos. Crashing and stuff. Thought for a moment they were going to pit. Thank goodness they didn't. We don't need a repeat of the Siemens damage from Seekonk. I did test this. It looks like actually this was a safety thing, as Christian Vargas is stuck on the racetrack here. So as old leaders trying not to get too involved in the crash. Unfortunately, though, for John Hunter Nemechek, that's not going to help him out with the way that he drove there. All this has helped out Tom Majeski a little bit. Although he's now a bit of a distance away from Stuart Friesen. Stuart Friesen now having to try to get back up to the lead. He was trying to get, or no, he was working on John Hunter Nemechek, and yeah, other things. Well, so the shot though. We're in halfway point in this race. Bit of a shorter one for the Truck Series, but the series races don't need to be too long. As Tom Majeski now trying to get around the lap car of Austin Hill so he can get to the back end of Stuart Friesen. Meanwhile, for third, Graham Moffat, he's not pulled away. However, there is now battle for fourth between Isaac Nordic and Zachary DeLillo. Pretty good battle though for fourth. I think Tom Majeski is trying to catch up. Yeah, Tom Majeski's finally gone around Austin Hill. And Tom Majeski's had a pretty garbage season, trying to get his first win of the season in, oddly enough, a sponsorless truck. Yeah, Tom Majeski unsponsored for this weekend. Not sure why. Oh, Austin Hill, though, getting her back around Tom Majeski. Austin Hill, I guess, doesn't want to go a lap down. Although battling with a back marker is not that ideal, actually. Really don't want to spend too much time fighting with a back marker, because the position doesn't really matter. Although, that being said, maybe it's still worth a bit of a battle, because you have the back marker, who's trying to unlap himself, and then you have the guy in second place who's trying to chase down the leader. So you really can't reason with a back marker. You just have to put up with the fact that they are there. All I will say is one of the few back markers in this race. Yeah, there were a few spills, but very few drivers are actually running badly today. Well, at least running a lap down, I should say. I mean, some drivers might be running worse than others, but I guess as long as they're on the lead lap, it's not that big of a deal. So, Tom Majeski still working around Austin Hill. Although, a bit of luck might prevail for him as Stuart Friesen about to encounter some lap traffic. Cody Robaugh running a bit slow today. I'm definitely intrigued at where this battle is gonna go. Yep, here's Stuart Friesen. He's now caught up to Cody Rollbound. This could get interesting. As Tom Majeski still trying to fight his way around Austin Hill. It's amazing Austin Hill's running this slowly, considering... I mean, well, it's been a while since Austin Hill won, although he won back at Daytona. But then he did decently on the MBTA Triple Truck Challenge. He actually won twice. Ever since then, though, he hasn't really made headlines in any way. Stuart Friesen, though, going to easily get around Cody Rollbound. But that's going to be another lap truck that Tom Majestic's going to have to put up with here, unless he can somehow use Rollbound as a pick to get around Austin Hill. Although Austin Hill could use Rollbound as a pick to get around him. So there really is no reasoning. Yep, Austin Hill. Okay, a little bit of stuff going on here. Meanwhile, Brett Moffitt, he's starting to set his sights on the guys up front. Yep, Brett Moffitt. And here goes Austin Hill, who is now trying to get around Cody Rollbound. But Tom Majeski trying to make it 3 wide. A bit of a risky maneuver, and there's a bit of a spin. And Cody Rollbound is going to get caught up in the battling between these two and wind up spinning around. Let's see that again over here. Yeah, Cody Rollbound gets spun. I know this is a very bad angle. Unfortunately, not much I can do about that. Let's go with the far chase camera. Yep. And Cody Rollbound gets spun out by the two drivers fighting with each other. Yep, these two are so upset at each other, they've just decided to spin out a lap down vehicle. Cody Rollbound probably not too pleased with the behavior of these two guys, but sometimes you gotta do that. Meanwhile, for Stuart Friesen's led a lot of laps recently. He really doesn't look back. At this point, this race has become Tom Majeski trying to get around Austin Hill. You know, one other detail, though, worth mentioning is that, you know, the guys behind are so close yet so far. Because you have Britt Moffitt, Isaac Nordic, and others who are actively trying to get up to Tom Majeski, but they haven't really been able to do much. At least not yet, anyway. It's also no Tom Majeski still fighting with each other. Man, it's amazing they've been side by side for this long. How can you do that? Yeah, lots of side-by-sideness between Austin Hill and Tom Majeski. Two drivers with the same objective. I'm surprised though this hasn't let the guys behind actually catch up, although speaking of which, do have a bit of a battle between the two, as now Zachary DeLillo trying to work on Brett Moffitt. So now a battle for third is starting to get underway here. And here is Zachary DeLillo now trying to get around Brett Moffitt. Or at least he's trying to anyway. And I'm gonna give up for now. Now he's trying again. Yep, Zach DeLillo is trying again. Yeah, here he goes. Zach DeLillo on Brett Moffitt. So now you've got a battle for third going on. I guess Thompson can be a pretty battly racetrack. Stuart Friesen, however, your leader, currently in absolutely no battles at all. He's just pulling away now. He does have a little bit of left traffic in front of him, but he really doesn't have to worry too much about those guys for now. As also still trying to get around Zagdalillo. Or no, Ty Majeski. But speaking of Zagdalillo, he is now trying to overtake Brett Moffitt. The battle for third now rages on. And Zachary DeLillo, yep, still working on Brett Moffitt. He's got to have him at some point, though. It seems though, once a couple of drivers get into a battle, they're just stuck in a battle. I mean, you have Tom Majeski and Austin who have been going back and forth with each other for multiple laps now, a long time. You know, a battle for a third that might last until the end of the race. Lots of stuff going on here. Meanwhile, Ross Chastain, who's trying to pull, he fell out after a little while, but here he is now trying to get back up, or make up some more spots here. All things considered, though, this has been a pretty interesting race. It's become now very interesting for third. I wonder who's going to win this battle once the race is over. Will it be Zach DeLillo or Brett Moffitt? It's kind of amazing to me that it's in a fight for the lead. Although Stuart Friesen just now catching up to lap traffic, but the race, we're reaching the climax of the race, so there really isn't much time left. Much time left in the race, so Stuart Friesen, he just has to be careful with the lap traffic, not get spun out. And he has this race in the bank. So Stuart Friesen, who I have barely talked about this whole season, this is his first race that he is actually looking quite good. He took the lead quite a while ago and has never looked back. In quite a similar way as Alex Bowman did just last week at Seekonk. Yeah, Bowman, he led 196 laps out of the 200 laps last week, which was absolutely insane. Stuart Friesen, he's going to be almost as dominant. Oh, by the way, it looks like the battle was subsided between Majeski and Hill, finally. And Tom Majeski has finally found his way around Austin Hill. Now Tom Majeski trying to set his sights on Stuart Friesen. He's got 8 more laps to do it though. Meanwhile, Stuart Friesen now trying to get around some lap cars. Stuart Friesen, he is now trying to find a way around Derek Kraus. Meanwhile, Tom Majeski, who has finally found his way around Austin Hill. Now he's trying to get up to Stuart Friesen to win this race. Although, hey, if Stuart Friesen overtakes the lap truck, that's going to be another lap down truck that Tom Majeski have to get around. The gap is slowly closing. But Majeski have to hurry up here. This race is almost over. And Stuart Friesen going to clear Derek Kraus pretty... Oh, not clear him. Never mind. Okay, well, I thought he had Derek Kraus easy. I don't really see the gap shrinking though between Majeski and Friesen. Okay, it shrunk there by 0.6 of a second. Nowhere near enough though to, you know, actually be there. It's gonna take a big mistake from Friesen now. Majeski's gonna get to him. Alright, gap did start closing up though. But the gap though is so slim. I don't think there's enough laps left in this race for Tom Majeski to get around Friesen. Yep, running out of laps, 5 to go. Tom Majeski is slowly catching up to Stuart Friesen, but it doesn't look like he has enough time. He has 5 more laps to catch Friesen. 5 more laps. 4 more this time by. Man. I think it took Majeski too long to get around Austin Hill. And man, even though Majeski's gone around Austin Hill, but it doesn't look like he has enough time. He's gonna have to take a catastrophic mistake from Friesen now. 3 laps to go. The gap is closing that time, a tenth of a second that time. Tom Majeski still trying to run him down. 2 laps to go. 2 more laps for Majeski to catch Friesen. The gap is closing. Majeski's has a couple more laps. The gap is closing, but it's not going to be enough. 1 more lap to go at Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park for the Truck Series. Stuart Friesen leads. Tom Majeski's trying to chase him down, but time looks like has ran out for Majeski. And here we go through the final corner. Stuart Friesen is going to win the Racing Junk 225 at Thompson Speedway. Wow. I think that Majeski would have caught him though if he didn't spend so much time getting around Austin. I bet you if it didn't take Majeski so long to get around Austin, he would have caught Stuart Friesen and we would have seen a battle for a lead. But ultimately, Stuart Friesen just held out and won. Alright, well, Majeski gets a run on road, which is still pretty good for him. Still very good for him, considering how poor he's been this season. But it could have been a W, but unfortunately just spent too much time getting around Austin Hill. Well, results of the race: Stuart Friesen with the win, Tom Majeski second, Jack Little in third, Brett Moffitt in fourth, Isaac Nordic in fifth, Galen Downey sixth, Chase Dunbar seventh, John Artinimacek eighth, Ross Sustain ninth, Matt Craft in 10th, Grant Enfinger 11th, Spencer Davis 12th, Raphael Lassard 13th, Logan Cole 14th, Cody Quigley 15th, William Seaman 16th, Mitchell Collins 17th, Marshall Burrow 18th, Spencer Boyd 19th, Tim Fogelman 20th, Austin Wade Self 21st, Marcus Smith 22nd, Noah Decker 23rd, Ben Rose 24th, Johnny Sauter 25th, Paul Jackson 26th, Sheldon Creed 27th, Corey Roper 28th, Chandler Smith 29th, Corey Sinekas 30th, Jordan Anderson 31st, Tanner Gray 32nd, Zane Smith 33rd, Adam Garcia 34th, Tanner Ancom 35th, Todd Gillen 36th, Brendan Poole 37th, Derek Cross 38th, Austin Hill 39th, Christian Vargas 4th, Cody Robal 41st, and Chris Wright in 42nd. Chris Wright, first truck race of the season, unfortunately was an absolute disaster for him. Let's hope it goes better for him next time he comes on track though. But that is all for today from Thompson Speed. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next.